Could preventing Alzheimer's disease really be as simple as early detection? Well, new science is uncovering how this form of dementia could be detected decades, so we're talking 10, 20, maybe even 30 years before symptoms show up. Now, Alzheimer's disease accounts for up to 80% of all dementia cases, but it progresses much more slowly than other forms, which ironically could really work in someone's favor. It's during this first slow phase of Alzheimer's when only a few vulnerable cells are affected and symptoms don't show up. It's a much longer phase than the second and final one, but it's during this time that scientists believe if those affected cells can be detected, the trajectory of the disease could be altered. But first things first, what can you do to assess your risk? Well, there's MRI scans and spinal lumbar punctures, but these are both expensive and honestly probably very uncomfortable. So, what next? Well, in 2024, a highly sensitive marker was investigated by a team of international scientists. This marker, called p-tau217, is a specific protein involved in Alzheimer's brains. We've known about it for a while now, but it was this particular study that was shown to predict a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease with up to a 92% accuracy compared to CT brain scans. And because it was detected so early on in the participants involved, it's going to provide years and years of preventative options for these people, from nutrition to lifestyle. Okay, so this is all really exciting and fascinating news, but it might not be available at your lab. However, it is something to ask your doctor about. In the meantime, there is one more thing you can do right away to assess your risk, and that's genetic testing for the ApoE4 gene. Now, having one copy of this gene doubles your risk for Alzheimer's, but having two copies increases your risk by 10 times. Therefore, the ApoE4 gene is actually one of the strongest predictors of Alzheimer's. It's also important to note that not everybody who has two copies will get the disease, and many people without any copies at all will still get it. Now, with a family history of dementia, I know that progressive brain function loss could definitely be in my future if I did nothing at all. My grandma died after years of progressive dementia, and doctors weren't sure at the time if it was Alzheimer's disease or not. Now, regardless of the type, knowing my risk is super important. So testing for p-tau217 and ApoE4 genetic risk are both on my to-do list. To learn what you can do to support your brain health, check out the link to my video below on actionable changes that you can make today.